Madden Football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Colts and the Saints coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Indianapolis Colts taking on the NFC champions, the New Orleans Saints. It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Harris, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Fields. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 more on that one, and another first down. With Harris out of the shotgun, and he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Harris running straight ahead. Down right around the 25. They'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Fields now to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Drive begins with a carry by Davis Price. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Now they go play action with Howell. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Now throwing on 1st down here. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And some room to work. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, New Orleans. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail early on in his Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice one.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Let's take it inside his own 40. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. Try to run for it with Pollard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
70 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through?
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Danielle Hunter. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. 3 yards on the gain. They're going to need to do better on this next play. It'll be 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Howell throwing on 3rd down here. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So here we go, 4th down, Howell. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, are going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Davis Price on 1st and 10.
A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. From 4 yards out.
And the Saints continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
We have reached the 2-minute warning. In fact, just under 2 minutes to play in the opening half of this year's Super Bowl.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. They get this out quickly to the left side. But he will be stopped behind the line as he will not come close to the marker. A give left side for Davis Price. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. And the Saints first down. First and 10.
To the play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
That's going to be caught. Touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl.
Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 21-0.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. From the end zone, here comes Williams.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets us up over the 40-yard line.
You know, we always talk about the chess match in a football game, but we're usually talking about offensive coordinator versus defensive coordinator. How about the special teams coaches? I think we just saw a big-time adjustment by one to help his team get a spark to start the second half.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And they run with Harris off the option. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Najee Harris, 42 yards. And the Colts are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10. If they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off play action. It's Howell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd down, here's Davis Price. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Saints are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo, the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
123 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he'll get this up to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
One play action. Fields.
And he'll just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On fourth down, Fields. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out. Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Fields throwing again.
This is caught. Touchdown, Colts.
Chase Claypool, 27 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Faking the handoff, Howell.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Going for it, here's Davis Price.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Howell, he'll look to throw it.
And he will find his man on the outside.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. An interception return for Colts TD.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Santos with the extra point. 3 quarters gone by. Don't leave your seats now, folks. The 4th and final quarter of the Super Bowl is up next. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Second down, and again it's Davis Price. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Third and 2, here's Howell. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th down. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Slot man moves right. First down, and they go right back to Davis Price. And he's got room. A solid stiff arm. 95 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Another touch for Davis Price. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. And Howell will throw it. Gets it out wide to Davis Price. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Running left, Davis Price.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Here's a give to Davis Price.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
On 3rd down, here's Davis Price. And he was able to shed one tackle, but could not get away from there.
And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The kick by Lutz is good. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Colts will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the deep ball giveth, and now the deep ball taketh away.
And you get deep on me here. I like that. Going to the next level and what you're thinking. And when you think about all the success he's had throwing the football so far, sometimes when you're doing that, you think you're invincible out there. But he was given a cold dose of reality on that throw.
They'll start the drive with Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Taken down by the a loss of 2.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To the air again with Bridgewater.
He's got this, complete to Williams.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 37. To throw, Bridgewater. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted.
take this one home. It's a touchdown. What a moment for him, a pick six in the Super Bowl. You think about some of the big pick sixes over the history of this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
And the Lombardi Trophy is headed back to the Bayou. The New Orleans Saints, Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.